Hello goobers, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing the topic of stolen or traced art and how you can spot it. Also, sorry if I don't talk properly, this video is completely unscripted because I'm lazy. Anyway, let's get into the first part of the video. Part 1. What is tracing? To start off, I just want to say not all tracing of art is bad. It's only bad if you trace something, post it, and don't credit the artist. But yeah, let's get into the bad part of tracing. So the bad side of tracing is basically what I just said in the previous part. Tracing is typically done by younger kids who are not the type to want to practice or just want attention. Part 2. How to spot a traced artwork. Lucky for us artists, traced art is typically really easy to spot. Here are some ways you can spot traced art. Number 1. Uneven or jagged line art. Well, yes, there are a lot of artists who actually have jagged line art and they don't trace. This type of uneven line art is almost most definitely a traced drawing. Here's an example of me tracing my own art to see if you can tell the difference between the real art and the traced. I'm sure it's pretty obvious which one is traced, but if you still can't tell, here's another reason. Number 2, if they can't provide speed paints. This one is pretty iffy since not all art apps can provide speed paints. It's also really important to note that most art apps actually do have a speed paint mechanic. Usually, if you will ask a tracer if they can provide a speed paint, the usual excuse I've seen is that the speed paint is broken and they can't use it. And while there is a chance this could be the case, it's actually more likely that they're lying and trying to wiggle their way out of confrontation. But I guess in their defense, some old phones honestly can't provide the speed paint option. So we can't really be quick to accuse. Number 3, inconsistent art style. One of the more easier ways to spot a tracer is being able to notice the very inconsistent art style change. I will be using 2 arts to show an example. As you can see, these 2 art styles are very different. And like I said before, tracers are usually little kids who don't want to practice making their own art. And knowing that is probably why they don't get the concept of an actual art style change. Y'all think I don't notice? I see you, bruh. Anyway, back to the video. Part 3, stolen artwork. So you thought spotting tracing art was easy? Wait until I introduce you to the world of stolen art. I don't think I need to explain what stolen art is because it's literally in the name, but it's basically just reposting an artwork and claiming it as yours. The ways you can spot a stolen art piece are very simple. You could A, do a reverse image search on Google, B, check for any watermarks, which is basically just the artist putting their @ or username on their art, or C, just check for inconsistent art styles on the person's profile, like you would do with tracing. Final part, confrontation. Look, I know I said spotting stolen and traced art was easy, but confronting a tracer? Gosh, that's a whole different story. From personal experience, confronting a tracer is like talking to a brick wall. Usually when you confront a tracer, they'll have a whole bucket of excuses to why they're not tracing. So my personal confrontation advice for a tracer is leave a comment saying that you believe the art is traced, give a few reasons why so other people can see it, or if you're absolutely sure that the art is traced, you could make a post comparing the stolen art with the original art and basically just do a call out. As you can see, I'm not very good at confrontation. But anyway, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, maybe think of subscribing. Yeah, my final message is don't steal art. That's bad. Practice makes progress. Okay, bye-bye.